The U.S. Open raked in almost $10 million last year after selling roughly 450,000 honey deuces at $22 a pop.
The honey deuce.
Because they're delicious.
Nothing else like it in New York. It's an investment. Go to the U.S. Open if you didn't get a honey deuce.
It is the U.S. Open.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm making the $10 million viral cocktail that has been going crazy over the last couple of weeks. Currently, the US Open is on, and there's a particular cocktail that was actually created back in 2007 that is only very recently just going mental on social media. It's the honey juice, a bit of a play on words because it has honeydew melon as the garnish. Now, it's $23 a pop, 23 US dollars, which is almost 35 Australian dollars. That's crazy expensive. And the ingredients, I don't feel warrant for a $23 price tag. It's purely because it's on at the US Open. This year in particular, there's been a lot of people, Serena Williams sharing on social media. So even though it's been around since 2007, it's getting a lot more attention in recent years. So I want to give it a test to find out if it's actually worth making it and if I would pay 23 US dollars for a single drink. It's a vodka-based cocktail, so therefore I'm using Threefold Distilling, which is my distillery, Threefold Distilling Australian vodka, which is a relatively new release. It's a wheat-based vodka that has been charcoal filtered, so it's clean, it's crisp, but it's nice and textural because it's wheat-based. Let's get onto the drink. So the name is a bit of a play on words, honey juice, honey dew, juice being a tennis term. I believe when it's like 40-40, it's juice. I'm not a big tennis fan, so I don't know. The cocktail comes in a couple of different formats. It can be served over cubed ice, which is the most popular way, which is the $23 version. And there's also a frozen version, but I'm assuming that's not how they making it for the masses because that would be a nightmare. Unless you just use the slushing machine, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna serve it on pebble ice, so it's a halfway between the two. The reason being is because there's Chambord, so black raspberry liqueur floated on top. And by using pebble ice, it's gonna give it a nice swirly effect, separate it a little bit. I'm using a highball glass. I don't have one of the official plastic US Open cups, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get on to the drink. 1 1/4 ounce of vodka. I'm using a bar above jiggers. I'll leave a link to this in the description below because these jiggers are fantastic. They've got multiple increments on the inside, which I know a lot of jiggers do, but this one is quite specific. It has 1 1/4 ounce, as well as plenty of other measurements on the inside, which not many jiggers have a 1 1/4 ounce increment on the inside. So it's incredibly handy for these random recipes that call for 37.5 mils of an ingredient. So vodka, we have 3 ounces, 90 ml of homemade lemonade. This is very, very easy to make. Specs being 1 cup of sugar, or 1 part sugar, 1 part lemon juice to 6 parts water. It's quite refreshing. Serve it over ice. It's pretty tasty. Lemonade, house-made lemonade and vodka. Top it up with a little bit more ice. And then the Chambord black raspberry liqueur, 1/2 ounce, 15 mils poured on top. So you get that nice little swirly effect. As I said, it was created in 2007, and since then they've gone on to sell like 2.2 million of these. I'd hate to be the poor guy that has to ball the honeydews because I had a bit of fun trying to do these. They're not the most spherical balls going around. My balls are a little bit wonky, but that's the signature garnish, made to look like tennis balls. Serve it with a straw, $23. Thanks for coming. All right, enjoy. I mean, it tastes like the sum of its parts. A neutral, clean spirit with lemonade and a tiny bit of black raspberry liqueur. It tastes like lemonade and raspberry. That's exactly what it tastes like. Pretty simple drink. So I'm assuming the whole reason they've sold 2.2 million of these is purely because of the garnish, just the way it looks. You get a commemorative cup. Would I pay 23 US dollars, 35 Australian dollars for one of these? If I was at the tennis, I might buy one. Now that I've tasted it, probably not.